Cardano has some very big news and a big launch coming within the next week. Matter of fact, there's two of them. One of them is an algorithmic stablecoin, and the other is a massive lending and borrowing platform that have both been in the works for over nearly 2 years. Now, in today's video, I want to cover JED, the algorithmic stablecoin that everybody's been talking about, and specifically my concerns with JED and why I will not be minting JED. First things first, if you want to support the channel and also earn passive ADA on your ADA, you can do so with the Jack stake pool. Now, as you can see here, lots of people are excited. Thousands of likes on posts about JED stablecoin from Cody Network and Liquid Finance launching this week on Cardano. Cardano DeFi, I do think will benefit heavily from both of these things, regardless of my opinions on the two. This is good for the ecosystem, but however, personal preference and ecosystem preference are much different. And although things are moving quickly, things are building, you are going to have to make your own decisions and come up with your own conclusions about these protocols if they benefit you directly and the impact they may have long term on the network. And maybe just think about things before blindly going into everything. That's just what I'm saying. That's just what I'm going to be doing. But I'm going to do it in my mom's basement, so feel free to watch the rest of this video and talk about JED and the faults and things that worry me, or feel free to just go on living your life, doing whatever. Now, first things first, I wrote a thread about this. I tweeted it. We're going to be going over that today and the things that I don't think are really so great before launch within the next week. Now, I do have another video on JED. Maybe I'm just one big pessimist, but I make Cardano videos every day. I want Cardano to succeed, and I want things to be thought out thoroughly and research before we go forward. Obviously, I am not the giga brain, mega mind of everything, but I do think that, opinions and concerns should be voiced when they are had. I have made a video on JED stablecoins and the risks in the minimal version of JED that's being launched next week. And that is completely separate from this video, but that's 8 minutes of just JED's known risks and known issues. Today's video is a bit different, and we're going to be looking at the things that have been released in this most recent article talking about the economics of JED, stablecoin, and delegation rewards. Some of the things that went over in this article are that Wave, a already large MPO operating the stake pools for Shen rewards, are going to take an 8% cut, and also a 5,000 JED minimum mint is in place. All of this kind of creates some not so great outlooks before launch. If I go over here to Explorer and go to groups, you can see that Wave, the pool operators that are going to be doing the Shen stake pools, that are going to be operating these stake pools, already owns 3.3% of all Cardano staked. So 16 stake pools, most of which I believe are fully saturated. And we're going to be adding to this in a temporary solution, if we scroll down here, to giving out Shen holders delegation rewards. Now, on top of this, more stake pools is not really a good thing from one operator. This decreases decentralization, but also they have an 8% fee from staking rewards, which is kind of weird, kind of concerned me. So I kept reading. And then they mentioned that this high fee is to deter people who aren't Shen holders to stake with this stake pool. So it's mostly just people who are Shen holders participating in the stake pool, and that this fee is going to be offset by additional pledge ADA added to the pool by Wave that will yield increased rewards for Shen holders. Now, pledged ADA affecting rewards hasn't really been a thing ever. I mean, it is a parameter that is adjustable. It is in Cardano's staple parameters, but it doesn't actually do much. And they linked a video with this hyperlink, which leads here. And you can see on this slide at 129 in the video, what is pledge? And at the bottom, currently very little influence on the size of rewards. And that still holds true today. Pledge does not do much for rewards. I have no idea what they wrote in this article, that it will increase and subsidize the massive operation fee, which is 8%. 5% is already high enough. The standard's around 3 to 4 if we calculate probably all stake pools. That's a very rough estimate, but it is not 8%. It is much, much less than that. So this just doesn't add up already, and to me is just not something I want to partake in going forward. Not only is Wave already an MPO, controlling a ton of stake, but this 8% fee is just adding that kicker to the can. This is for the JED smart contract, ADA staked. So yes, this ADA staked in the smart contract is earning you ADA still, but there's an 8% fee on it, and there's also other fees associated with that, including the very large fee to mint JED or burn Shen or mint Shen or do anything on the JED platform. Here you can see the JED platform fees. These are dynamic and adjustable, but the mint and burn fee is already 1.5%. The minimum mint is 5,000 JED. The minimum burn is 1,000 JED. And these are stable coins. It's supposed to be pegged to the dollar. That's $5,000. That's not just 5,000 ADA. That's like 15,000 ADA right now. The minimum Shen burn fee is 1.5%, 5,000 Shen, 2,500 Shen to minimum to burn, and the operational fees for JED and Shen are 100 ADA, and the minimal price of Shen is also 1 ADA. So these things are all on the JED platform only. They do have room to wiggle indexes and sexes, but keep that in mind as this is where everything is created. So this is going to impact the overall growth of JED and how JED plays out throughout the entire ecosystem, because this is where everybody gets their JED. Now, going back to the setup for delegation rewards of Shen holders, this is a temporary setup, but the wording here used is a bit scary, until a more robust multiple pool staking technology, which I don't know why they added the word technology, will be presented. So presented will be, this is kind of weird. It's planned for JED version 1.3, but it seems like it's far out, and it doesn't seem like it's really in spec at all, or has been thoroughly thought out. Also, it's pretty important to keep in mind that the operational costs of the JED platform are 0.5% per transaction. They collect it by charging a fixed fee of 100 ADA for minting and burning Shen or JED, along with 25% of delegation rewards. This in future versions is going to be collected directly on the platform, but all of the collected operational fees will be streamlined to the Cody Treasury rewards, benefiting the users of it. So I don't know if that sounds good to you. It sounds a bit iffy to me in terms of a decentralized stablecoin or algorithmic stablecoin being more decentralized and centralized. But at the same time, I'm not sure what to make of all of this. Mostly my conclusion has been that I won't be minting JED as the fee or the minimum is really high. And also the risks with the minimum or minimal versions of JED seem to be a little bit far too great for my risk tolerance. And also some of the other things like multi-pool operating, or, just increasing the pools this operator already has, don't really sit well with me personally. So that's my take on it. You may have a different take. I'm happy to hear your thoughts on the comments below or in the Twitter thread that I made, which I will leave linked down in the description. If you want to talk or look at my video about Liquid Finance's 6x yield and maybe some of the risks or things you should know about Liquid before getting into that, then definitely check that out as well, as I do think it has some very important information in there that users should be aware of. Either way, I'm excited for both platform launches. I think they're going to enhance the Cardano DeFi ecosystem. I just have to put some words of concern out there that I'm looking at, things that I think about, and I think other people should know. Yes, some of them are very opinionated, and yes, some of them may be off-putting or considered as FUD. But in the end, they're just words, and I'm putting them out there. I hope you guys enjoyed this video or found it useful or helpful in some kind of way. If you did, click the like button, subscribe, because I'll be making more Cardano videos every single day. So see you guys later. It's been your friend Jack. Peace out.